guy who was the first draft pick of the team.
And he's a Jew. I mean, I'm happy for that.
All right, guys, we won't have a lot of camera battery, so let's get this started. First of all,
he's
Kamar,
a Jew.
Give me a big fucking clap. Thank you.
Big clap.
That way I can sync up the audio and the video. I need it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, see, there's stuff that I need to do, so just trust me.
Give me one of those CD cases.
No,
Take
as long as I have a good clap, we're good. You want me to count you in?
Is this just the Joe Rogan Experience? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
We're doing 3 experiences now?
It's the super experience.
I like that.
All right, ready?
You are now listening to the Joe Rogan Experience 1-year anniversary edition with Chico, Simon, Kamar, and your host, Matt Floyd.
We did it.
We got it. We
did it. 1 year. We made it. I never would have thought it. I never, ever would have thought we made it.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Besides just getting it up, staying together.
Not only that, I realized that the post show will go up tomorrow or whatever. And then this will be the 100th episode. So this is not only a 1 year, but this will officially be episode 100.
Of total episodes we've done?
Total episodes, yeah. So that's including post shows, including episodes.
Throwbacks?
No, throwbacks are not included.
So we are over 100.
We're over 100 if you
officially.
But as far as what you get for free, this will be number 100. So guys, congrats. Great work.
I think this calls for a ooh, 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 ooh.
It will never not be funny.
I thought on Halloween I could get it done.
Yeah, no. Kamar's the only one dressed up as well. And if you're lucky, you're going to get a bit of video if I can figure this out. There's no lighting in my basement, so Simon is going to live in mystery.
You might as well just zoom in on me.
He looks like a dark figure. Yeah, you are the show, for real. Let's start by saying thank you to the listeners.
I thought you were going to thank Kamar. I was like, what is going on?
No.
He already thanked me.
That's absolutely not what we're doing. No. Thank you to you guys, the listeners, whether you've been listening since episode 1, which is probably no one, or whether you just started recently. Thanks so much. We appreciate you guys stopping by.
Dankeschön, grazie.
Oh, yeah.
Prego.
Yeah. I mean, I can't. If you look at the map,
Salam salam.
there's probably like 7 countries where our podcast is not downloaded, and most of those are war-torn or communist. So,
good eye.
I always find it interesting when somebody like writes in or whatever and says, I'm just starting, and I'm starting on episode 1.
oh, I'm always like, please don't. I'm like, why don't you jump in an episode 40?
No. The whole thing is to see the progression.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's neat. But again, if I was a listener, I would, start at the end and work my way backwards.
I'm sure we lose a lot of listeners because they started episode 1.
Oh,
So
for sure.
glad-
Oh, my God.
We're glad to keep those ones around.
Listen, if you started episode 1 recently and you're still with us, thank you. And to all the haters, man, we're still here. We're still here.
Check out the Patreon.
Or podcast about a podcast.
A podcast about a
Go
podcast.
fuck yourself.
Remember we did a 2-part podcast
Yeah.
and it didn't work very well.
No, it did not. No, it did not.
And then we did our break off episode of the push and it didn't work very well.
That was early on, though. You can't really hate on the stuff that we did early on.
But maybe from our failures we shied away from those.
Well, you know what? We were trying to figure it out, and eventually we got there. So, all the power to us.
And now Joe's back with a fucking pasio.
Yeah, Joe's back big time.
Yeah, it feels like he's working overtime.
Well, he knows he has got some shit to make up for.
He's got to get him in before the fire takes out LA.
I was thinking about that today is he has gotten it's now a machine, you know what I mean? Like
Well,
I got to do 40 podcasts a year at least.
Ever since he stopped going live, I find it's become much more of a like somebody told him at that point, or they made a decision. This is where we make the money. And since then, did we leave the lights on?
I think I left the lights on.
And
yeah. It is Halloween, so
and
there's going to be some doorbells.
Since then, I find it's been more of like he wants to do 6 episodes a week or 5 episodes a week, and
Oh, he's got a quota or something.
he's got to make the monies.
Cover the nut.
Oh, we should also thank Joe. Wasn't for him, we wouldn't have a fucking
A big
podcast.
thanks to Joe for everything he did, whether he's controlled opposition or not. Remains to be seen. But
For the fact that we haven't had a lawsuit issued to us yet.
he inspires everyone. who
Notice I
listens to
knocked
him.
on wood there.
I noticed that, but he inspired us, and hopefully we can inspire anyone else to do whatever the fuck they want to do. I just want
Just start a podcast.
It's-
That's what everybody should
It's
do.
just gotten so big.
Podcasting?
Joe Rogan
Oh, Joe
specifically.
Rogan has gotten huge, yeah.
People are still starting. We're started a podcast.
I find this week, too, not to talk about things we're going to talk about on the real episode,
Yeah.
but a lot of people, like, just telling Joe how great he is lately.
it can't help, eh?
Well, I don't think he takes any of that shit too much. Like, he knows what he is, you know what I mean? He knows he's huge. He knows he's the biggest podcast out there. I don't think he needs people to tell him that.
But it's that rarefied air where you're making so much money, you never go, I want to do this tomorrow, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do, you can just do.
Yeah, no, sky's the limit for Joe. He can. Oh my God, that fucking dog.
Hey, man, it's the year anniversary. Chico's got to beat on it.
So, as we said, Simon, just leave him. He'll be fine. There's shit on the floor up there, so watch out. Little bastard.
Now that's inside baseball.
That is inside baseball, yeah. Well, I just noticed it as I was coming back down, and I don't have time to clean that shit up. We're in the middle of this, and the camera will die. So first of all, we went on the Patreon and the Reddit, and we asked you guys to ask us questions. So we're going to answer some of those, and we'll see how this goes. Yeah?
I'm very interested to see how this goes. And I have a bonus surprise after.
Oh, wow. Kamar's got surprises. All right. First question is, how come you guys suck?
Well, I mean, that goes without saying, right?
I'd say because we have other jobs, other responsibilities.
Oh, really? I'd say I was born this way.
There you go.
That'd be my answer. Simon?
That's just a rude question.
It's a joke.
but
It's from
I know.
someone we know well.
I'm just joking, but I think we suck obviously because our parents raised us this way.
He did have a real question.
And
though.
society.
Society, for sure.
Come here, buddy.
He did have
Blame
a real
it on the
question.
boomers.
He said, just kidding. Keep up the good work, guys. My question is, are you guys as mean to each other off air as you are on?
Well, they can't know us very well then.
I don't think there's a difference.
Well, I don't think there's a difference either.
I don't think there is a...
There's no like on-air personas here, if that's kind of the question.
Well, except that I like Trump. I mean, we all know that. I'm just joking around about that. But
Come on, Chico.
no, there's no difference. I think that's why it's had any success whatsoever.
Yeah, no, I'd say it's the same dynamic you get on air as off. Simon and I argue the same amount off air as on.
And you guys spend more time together, so
Not really. Since we started the podcast, to be honest, Simon and I spend probably less time together.
although we are all very supportive at bowling.
Yeah, that's the only place we're supportive.
I will say that.
All right, the next question is just for Kamar. How often does Kamar have threesomes with nurses?
That was twice. It's not a normal thing.
Twice with the same two nurses?
Yes, yes.
Not two different sets of nurses.
Wow.
That would be impressive.
Not only that, you didn't disappoint the first time, so they came back. Good for you.
Well, the
Wait.
key is drugs.
I was going to say maybe he did disappoint and they needed a redo.
Well, that's even more.
The
Most
fact
girls
that they
just
would give
toss
him a
it away.
redo is incredible.
That's great.
A redo on a threesome? I've never even had one. This guy's getting redos?
I've had a threesome with two waitresses.
That's an easy pull.
It was.
I say as I've never had.
Kamar, have you ever done a devil's threesome?
I have.
Of course he has. It's
have.
not even. What kind of question is that?
No, I already knew the answer
invented
to
it.
it, Kamar.
No, I
Or,
didn't.
Matt.
I did it in Australia, so which is even better. It was down under, so it's a Devil's V or something.
It's a devil's V. All right. Next question. Will there ever be a video feed? That's from Taylor M. Hopefully, if I can figure out the editing, we're trying to record this one. So
I think we need an
Hey.
intern.
once we actually start making money off this, I know people think we are.
That's not what an intern is, though.
What do you mean?
An intern is someone who wants to learn.
Free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to happen in the city we're living in. There's not a
Oh
lot of,
no, but they have to hang out for a half for 3 hours of smoke weed.
Yeah, that's a sweet job that we're not giving anyone, though.
Okay.
All right. This is a good one. This is from, and I always butcher his name. I apologize. Tehuaro Clayton. I'm trying, man. Like, listen, it's, he said I was close once, so. He said, in the event of you three bros making it onto the Joe Rogan Experience, in what order would you sit in across the desk/table from Mr. Rogan?
Wow.
I already worked this out.
That's interesting.
Simon goes directly across, Kamar's beside him, and I'm in the RE seat with the shitty headphones.
You are beside Joe.
You definitely get the red headphones.
That's what I'm saying.
You are beside Joe.
Not by choice. I figured you guys would put me there. You guys get the good seats.
Oh,
and
I would definitely want to be across from Joe, so thank you for that. I appreciate
Really?
that.
I feel like Simon will walk in and like sit down and be like, and then have a pause and get up. I don't want that, and sit in every seat.
That's interesting.
To one point where
Cool.
he's actually looking at Joe's seat where he feels most comfortable.
Goldilocks the shit. I'm with that.
I really think you'd have a.
But
No,
let's-
I like that he thinks you would go in and be like, I can take this one, right? And Joe would be like, that's mine.
just sit on Jamie's lap.
Right. I thought I'd be sitting beside
But
Joe.
just to start-
when I first heard the question,
Oh, you thought okay.
I did think you'd be sitting across
To
from Joe.
qualify that,
Sure.
I don't ever think we'll be on Joe Rogan.
That's coming up later,
Oh,
so you can
well.
just wait on that one.
Again.
Yeah, no, I assumed that also. I assumed that Simon would walk into the studio first accidentally. Like, you know what I mean? He would make it like, was I the first one in here?
We're all down there together. It's not like I'm showing up in my own car.
No, I meant when the actual door to this recording studio opens, you're the first person in the room, and you just kind of sit. Oh, is this that chair? Oh, I couldn't tell with the cameras and stuff.
He's gonna go full the other black key.
He
Just
doesn't
shut down.
doesn't say.
Oh my
I could actually
God.
see that. It's like he's on an airplane.
Just smoking weed joint off of joint,
Yeah.
lighting it, waiting for it.
He's in like an opium fucking.
And then Joe would ask him a question, and he'd act like fucking Collar Boy or whatever. I can't remember his name every time.
Collar boy.
Remember, he goes, and you're the pronoun expert in this field. What do you think?
Oh, wow. Yeah, what's his name? The guy who was
Caught
on
off guard
with
when he-
Hancock.
He got caught listening.
Forget his name. Randall. Something.
Cunningham.
No,
I think we'd go in
Football
and I think we'd all have to shoot bows.
He doesn't let anyone.
Oh, is that?
I can't shoot the bow anyways, so I'd have a problem.
Remember,
there.
Big J said it though. Big J and.